A few months ago, I joined my friend Mr. Beardstone in his Create world, getting a taste of what it was like to play the Create mod in a multiplayer setting. So when Charles and Theo Monty showed up on my doorstep...
Stop!
Do you want to join the Recreate SMP?
Ooh, a Create SMP? I'd love to join, but joining a brand new world also means starting fresh. And over the past few months, I've done this a lot. I tend to savor the early game and really limit my progression, but this time, I decided to do it a little bit differently. And if you were watching this video and you haven't subscribed already, you should probably do that a bit differently and subscribe. While you're at it, leaving a like on the video helps me out a ton. But enough of that, let me give you a quick recap of my first 5 hours on the server. Right as I joined in, Theo was so kind to give me a free buy plane. This plane was stage 1 of my plan as I needed to find a village easily. I was joining the server a day late and the others had already progressed a bit, so this was a kind gesture. Much more appreciated than all the murdering Theo did last time we played together. After flying across the ocean in my new plane, I definitely did not end up as a submarine, but after crafting a backpack that stores extra lava and refueling it at a nearby lava lake, I was yet again on my feet and off into the sky. After a bit more flying, I stumbled upon the village I had been searching for. Just a mere 5,000 blocks away from spawn, I quickly imprisoned the local population and began to exploit their trades for my gains. And this was pretty much my life for the next 4.5 hours, rolling trades and trading away. And that brings us up to date on how I'm already fully kitted out in diamond gear and ready to start my base plans. And if you want to watch the entire stream, I'll have it linked in the description. By the end of today, I will also have shared my full idea for the base, but for now, we need to do some more prep to even get started. And the first thing that I need to do for that is upgrade my backpack because I still have the first tier. And I think we just need to get these upgrade templates and I want to get it all the way up to diamond. So let's go ahead and get some blank upgrades first. Oh, we just need to craft one. I also do need that leather, so I ran over to the savannah nearby the desert village. And hopefully there are cows here. Okay, that's not cows, but maybe they drop leather. Maybe? Are you friendly? Hi. Oh, they do drop leather. So weird that there's no mother mobs. Now, this is a very, very temporary base, but I do have some iron stocked up here. And I need to actually... How do I craft this? I need another 2 of these tanks, so I need more glass. And, well, sand isn't really an issue. Oh, wait, I already have glass. Okay, craft those up. And then, was it a chest in the middle, I think? 4 blank upgrades. Perfect. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's sleep. Okay, gotta save my stuff as well. Hold up, I saw a villager escaping. That was not... Okay, yep. This is going great already. I don't think any villagers died, so that's fine. But I have no idea where that guy went. Oh, I see him. Come here. We also have a mod which lets you pick up villagers, players, and items like this. And it's very handy for working with villagers. Okay, we're good. Blow up my string farm, but that's fine. I wasn't really planning on using it much more. Okay, that threw me off a little, but we are able to craft up our first upgrade. And then I realized I had 1 piece of gold and 1 diamond. So, that's all we're going to be able to do for... Wait, how did you apply this? Oh, I see. I need a smithing table. I have smithing tables. Let's see. Backpack, leather, that, and backpack tier iron, which is... Okay, well, 1 more inventory. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's better than nothing. Before we go and get our gold and diamond, however, I had a message from one of the other server members, and I think I've managed to make a really, really good deal. Now, we're going to have to do a little bit of trading. Buy up another bookshelf, and then, let's see. I need another pickaxe, and a breaking book, mending book. Let's see. I should have efficiency right over here, and then I need to find my fortune. Oh, there he is. Oh, just need a few more levels. Oh, please. Oh, yes. No, I think I need 1 more level. No, I need 1 more emerald. Please. Oh, okay, I have 48 here. To get myself a fortune book. Now, I'm pretty sure it's fortune 3 first, then these 2 together. Put those on there, and then the efficiency 5. Brand new pickaxe. Subscribe to Stam. That should be all we need, so let's head over to Goucher's base. And here we are, Gout.
Oh, got pillagers. Hey.
Oh, hey.
How are you?
What's up?
Hi, the skeleton's almost done. Well, it's the head.
Oh, the base. Yes. Well, I have something for you that you requested.
Okay.
I also
Are
have...
you gonna come back to bite me, or is it...
I don't know. Here you have a name tag. You can just like say IOU and your name or something. I don't know.
All right. Okay.
I have no plans for it, but it's fun to have.
Out. Enjoy.
That's a powerful That's a powerful IOU.
Powerful tool. Yeah.
I mean, that's a powerful tool too.
Wait, what did it say? Subscribe to Stamio? Oh my god.
Had to do
I'm
it
actually
to him.
so oblivious. It's fun. I'll keep it.
Okay. No, you can rename it.
No,
but
no,
you're too
no.
poor.
You gave me it. That's part of the IOU.
All right, have fun.
Right, thank you. Bye bye.
Now, I have no plans for this IOU, but an IOU is a very, very powerful item. So if you have any suggestions on what I should use this IOU on, let me know down below. Maybe I'll try to get some more and we can do something big. Well, back home from that, and before we do start our material gathering, I really just want to get this upgrade. So I think we head down into the caves. Shouldn't be too hard with full diamond gear. Because I think we were actually in a mesa. The gold shouldn't be too hard to find. I'm a little worried about the diamonds, but if we get down there, find a cave, we should be fine. I have seen a few caves here on the mountain off in the distance, so I guess we start up here and hopefully we can find ourselves down. Yep, this is a great start. 10? We have 10? Oh boy. Okay, just starting to work my way down into this big cave. There are so many ores here. I'll definitely be coming back if I need. But I also don't have a crafting table, so I don't want to spend too much time down here because my inventory is going to fill up pretty quickly. Maybe this goes down further. It does indeed. Ooh, redstone. Oh, there were so many more mobs down here than I thought. Okay, we're good. There's so many colorful blocks. I realize now that I have not explored this pack at all, so I have no idea what it really has to offer. Like, I don't know what that is. What? Hello? Where's my crafting table when you need it? What is this? What? Wait, can I find like this but with diamonds? I've got to screenshot the coordinates. What on earth is this? I won't be mining all that now, but if I need gold, I know where to look. Are there any diamonds? Aha! First diamonds. Well, first diamonds in the cave. Oh, let's see. Okay, we're up to 7 with those. We have enough. Okay. Quick mining trip. That's actually what I wanted because I have so many materials to gather. I don't really want to spend too much time down here, so I'm gonna just find my way back out of here. Right, back up to the surface, just dropping some things off. Let's grab our 8 diamonds, 2 leather, and hopefully we should have 8 gold. Yeah, head back here, upgrade it to gold, and then to diamond. Eventually we'll get it to netherite, but we now have 4 rows. Not an OP mod at all, actually, so you know, I'm all for that. Now that our backpack space has been improved, I need to find a new biome, because I have one crucial block which I'm completely missing for the starter base, and that is mangrove wood. So it's time for an exploration trip using my biplane from the mod Immersive Aircrafts. We also have the mod Tectonic on the server, so biome generation is a bit different, so hopefully locating our swamp won't be too difficult. Well, it might be in the jungle temperature. No. Oh, that's bad. But I've also seen them in and around savannas. Like, the biomes kind of mix. So, they might... Oh! I need this. Back from my adventure and shenanigans, but I have 7 mangrove propagules now. I also have these frog guys in this hole. Just look at this guy. Look at him, he's so cute. And now I have more hearts. But honestly, this one doesn't do anything. Look at it, it's so cute. I can't. So they're just staying in here until I move them to my actual base. And oh my god, I have so many effects. And speaking about my actual base, I think it's kind of time for me to find my location. Because I need to do a lot of material gathering. And without shulkers and the backpack size being this small, it would help me a lot if I was actually close to where I'm going to build, where I store the materials. As this base is very much temporary. Okay, prepared my inventory just a little bit here to head down towards spawn. As far as I know, there's some create components down there, and I'm also going to use those to get me started. But it's quite the journey, and well, I'll be back eventually, villagers. Actually, you know what? I'm passing by Gout stuff. Does he still have his create? He does not have his create components anymore. Never mind. I guess we'll continue fighting to spawn. Now that we are passing into the ocean as well, I need to be on the lookout for ocean monuments because, well, I'm building in the ocean, and I'm gonna be honest, it just feels wrong not building above an ocean monument. And I prefer we want to find one like that, but not in this cold ocean, right? I prefer to have that color over there. So I'm probably going to do some flying around and see what I can find. And off in the distance there, we have spawn again. It's such a mess. Oh, and Jojo's crafting tables. Let's just use those for the perfect runway. And here we should have, yes, all the crate components we need. I did just fly over, spawn is right over there, to Theo's base. And I noticed he had a blaze burner. And literally no other crate components. Oh, actually, it does have a press. I can make my own then. I was going to just borrow that, but I guess instead I will actually just make my own. That's slow, but it works. Got our 4 iron sheets. We can craft that into our very own blaze burner. And then, well, this is the first time I'm heading into the Nether, and hopefully it's close to the fortress. Fortress. Oh, a bastion. Okay. You know what? We could get a little distracted by that, because Rage has been on the lookout for a netherite upgrade template, and maybe I can score myself some netherite. Oh no, it's been looted already. Oh, hi guys. Do we think that's been looted as well? I doubt it. It hadn't been looted, but it had nothing. And yes, got it. Perfect. Ooh, this is not an ordinary forest. This is a fortress. Okay, we just gotta find a blaze, right? Can't be that hard. Actually, I do have smite on the axe, but I do have looting on the sword, and I wouldn't mind a wither skull. Luton skull. Very odd fortress, honestly. What is this? Why is there TNT here? Wait, is that create components? Hold up, what? How do I? Oh my god, what? That's sick. Looks like I found my target. Is this also create then? Wait, I had no idea create was in the structures. Oh, that's cooler than doors I make. Ooh, skull. Back from the Nether, and I did steal all the crate components. There were a lot of them. Not the best setup, but I don't complain. So let's get our mixer down. Sorry, Jojo. I don't want to destroy your crafting table empire here, but I just need the place. Brass, or well, those, and then power that up. And we should be making a brass. I actually didn't need to do this fully, but I do want to try something out that I saw. All this prep work now have led to this moment where I want to make a logistic mechanism. I don't even know. That 2 times. That. Slime. Let me repeat. And it failed. There's like a 10% chance it fails, and oh my god. Right, not too big deal. I can actually make another one, but then I need to make more slime. Okay, come on. There's stuff. Okay, 3rd attempt then. I'm actually gonna lose it. Okay, there we go. Now all I should need is 2 iron sheets and then an andesite sheet. So it makes sense in my brain, but I guess if it works, it works. A cog and some sticks. Okay, we seem to have some conflicting recipes here. Oh, that's an issue. Will it always make this? Okay, I did manage to get my hand on one of the andesite sheets, and we'll have to sort out that conflicting recipe eventually. Wait, what am I missing? The cog. Right. Deforesting saw. Now this might be a really OP item, and Chels and Theo might be looking into removing dreams and desires, or at least tweaking it. But I mean, it's here now, and I want to test it out, because something I need for my starter base is a lot of mangrove wood. And if I am correct with this, that should mean no, it's not. What does this do? Oh, it doesn't take care of the roots. No, all of that for nothing. It might just be faster using a saw. My disappointment is it's up there. Disappointment aside, I think it's time that we kick this episode into high gear. Or well, thinking about it, I've been progressing really fast already. But let's take it up another notch, because I've got this material checklist with a total of 17,000 blocks that I need to gather to build my starter base. And yes, before you ask, I got carried away. I definitely got carried away. But let's start chopping down mangrove trees. And then to maximize efficiency, I'm repurposing the JoJo's old crafting table factory to turn some of my mangrove logs into planks. And after stripping down a dozen stacks of mangrove logs, I can cross the first items off my list. Next up on that list, I want to get something I think will be really painful. I need to get insane amounts of iron, and we'll sink, but we'll get into that later. Anyways, I found a new block loco metal, which looked really cool, and and I ended up using over 40 stacks of it. So I'll be running around in these caves for a while. Or maybe not. I knew these giant ore veins were in the mod pack since Rage had been mining one for hours when I first joined, and I'm so happy I was able to find one because I need at least 5 stacks of iron blocks, which it looks like I've actually ended up getting from this one vein. I'm going to wait just a little bit to smelt it down and soar into the sky and head over towards the JoJo's mine because I know for a fact he was mining a lot of zinc. This is definitely going to be enough, so back at spawn, let's throw that in front of the fan to smelt up. And now I've got to spend a bunch of time in a stone cutter to turn all, or well, part of this zinc into all of the different copycats I need. With those crossed off the list, I'm turning the iron from earlier into loco metal. Some of these also needs to be dyed, so I've crushed up a bit of coal for black dye, which I can also turn into grey and light grey. All dyes I need for my loco metal. Next on my list, I actually want to prepare for the caves again, so I'm starting construction on a mining drill. As far as I know, we aren't allowed to use these to mine for resources, such as diamonds, but we are allowed to use them for gathering blocks, such as stone or deep slate. And I might have forgot to hit record while I was gathering up exactly that, stone and deep slate, so let's just cross those off the list by turning them into various different blocks in the stone cutter. But enough stone cutter action for now, as I'm heating things up and heading to the Nether for a quick drilling session. Ooh, nice. I was wondering why it had stopped. First, ancient debris. Quick run into the basalt delta, 2 for a little bit of blackstone and a few stacks of basalt.
What have you been up to?
Not getting quartz. Oh. Hey.
And now for the I don't know if time, I'm back in the cave, this time looking for some elusive cryptsite. And no matter what others say, I definitely wasn't debating using free cam to find it. Luckily, I did find this vein, so drill time. Then as I'm already using the drill and I'm far north, I just want to do a quick stop at the mesa for even more drill. I'm also being sort of efficient, and before heading back to spawn, stopping by this nearby cherry grove. As you guessed it, I need acacia logs. Now, of course, I need cherry logs. I'm also making a stop here at my villagers in the desert to mine up a bunch of sand. While I'm here, I might as well also grab the 6 stacks of dead coral I need. At this point, I'm not just destroying the ecosystems in my single player world, but also recreates ones. Finally, before heading back south, I had some stony shores nearby and also destroyed those to get my hands on gravel. Back down at spawn, it's time to finish this material gathering off. I still have a bunch of random stuff I need to craft down. A lot of blocks I just gathered also needs to be processed down and dyed for all the different variants I want. And for one final time, I'm in the depths of the Nether to grab up some nether woods and a few shroomlights.
Burger. Oh yeah.
No!
And now, with all of our material gathering done, yeah, it's a pretty big starter base. I need to hop into my plane and we need to find our base location. Now, I know I want to base in the ocean and I want to base at an ocean monument, and preferably I'd like to base in just a regular ocean as the watercolor is a little nicer than the cold ocean. Ooh, looks like we're heading straight for a monument here. Is this far enough away from land? It actually might be. I'm gonna continue flying a bit and see if I find any other better candidates, but that one is pretty good. Okay, I've been flying for a while now, explored a bunch of the ocean, and I did found the deep lukewarm ocean, which has 2 monuments in it. This one uncovers a lot of land down here, and well, the other one is that one, which definitely shows this piece of land out here. But I do have that IOU, and maybe if I could gather another one or maybe 2 more, I could get some help to tear this down. But I do have one ocean monument out here which you can't see any land from, but I just like this watercolor way more, so I'm honestly considering mining all of this down. So I think this is the one we're going to be going for. So I need to head back to spawn, park the plane, and head out here with a boat so that we can make a runway and clear the Elder Guardians. Been a while since I've taken on one of these. They shouldn't be too hard, at least not that I remember, and I don't know why this animation is a thing. Okay, hop out, hop out, hop out. I was pressing the complete wrong button. Down we go. Quick. Break a block, and we're in. This is probably going to be way easier than I thought. Pretty sure the second one is in like, oh, This is why I brought milk. Oh, hi. Fast, fast, fast. Can we get this one as well? Where are you? There you are. Okay, all 3 of them within one breath. And we even got the tight armor trim. I might have overestimated how hard this would be. There's a geode in the middle of my temple? Wait, that's actually great. I have a geode in my base. Okay, I need to actually get a bunch of sea lanterns. Nearly 300. So I'm just going to keep looting this temple and hopefully find some sponge rooms as well. Because, you know, sponge is nice. Ooh, sponge room. Okay, I've pretty much raided this entire thing now, and well, I have a stack of sea lanterns. I need like 6 stacks of sea lanterns. And there is a create recipe to create this using lapis lazuli and I guess diamonds, but it's a 12.5% chance, which means if I wanted to craft it that way, I'd need about 13,000 lapis. So that doesn't really seem doable. And since killing them isn't really an option either, and I don't feel like making a farm right now, I'm just gonna go around to a few more ocean monuments, and hopefully I'll get the sea lanterns in not too long. Back at spawn, and I've got my 6 stacks of sea lanterns. Only took me another hour, but we can throw those in here along with a stack of prismarine. Of course, also got some other goodies that we're just gonna throw in the box for now. I did also prep at our ocean monument, so I've got to just start bringing all of this over. And I asked you if I was allowed to go to the end without killing the dragon and grab shulkers, but no, off limit still. So we're just gonna have to move all of this manually, which it's probably gonna take me a few trips. Though I do have this backup backpack, so at least that will save me, and I can maybe get a chest and a half at the time, maybe. Ooh, and I can put a little bit in the plane. Yeah, maybe this won't be too bad. Third platform in the sky in sight. We just gotta set her down, which definitely realistic plane physics and chest monster. And I guess the more stuff I leave here, the more stuff I can bring with me. To help myself get started, I'm gonna grab our netherrack and our tuff along with a bit of dirt. I have just brought myself down a little bit, and I want to start getting in our footprint, as if we get that in, I think it will be a lot easier for us to actually build up the walls. And taking a step above this, don't mind all the dirt. Here we have our starter base footprint. Okay, you can say I got carried away now. It's fine. I can admit. And my future plan is to actually make a little basin around some custom terrain up here eventually. So I've got to extend this up a few more blocks. Foundation here is starting to look good, and I want to grab our first block palette. So we're going to use a bunch of netherrack. We're going to use red concrete powder, pink terracotta, and red terracotta mangrove planks and stripped mangrove logs. Okay, quite a few blocks. Then we're also going to grab a few sea lanterns, probably some glass, shroom lights, and orange glass. And I think I'll start just right here closest and work my way away from the chests, which actually, now thinking about it, that's probably not the smartest way of doing it, but it's fine. Starting us off with our netherrack, as this is going to act as our darkest block. Then coming in above this, we're going to go in with our stripped mangrove logs first of all, following that closely by our mangrove planks, as it has a very, very similar tone. And right here on the edge, we're going to start alternating and adding in a few more darker blocks, as it's going to be right next to another structure all the way up to this point. Then bringing our red terracotta as well, and the pink is going to work as a little bit of a just different block, just to add in a little more color and not anything for the gradient. And our red concrete powder is going to act as our brightest block. Right here, I actually want to bring in our first windows as well. So we're going to bring out some light blue glass first of all, place those in right here. And then behind this, some sea lanterns. I want to do an interior on this eventually, so it's actually a functional starter base. Not today though, so for now, we're just going to use lights behind the windows. But continuing this palette upwards, and then just we'll jump down because I didn't have a water bucket on me, and take a little step back here. And this is pretty much the main block palette we're going to be using. I did also add in an orange window up there just for some difference in all the windows, so they're not all blue. Added in the sidewall here, but I want to switch out our palette, and for this one we're going to go with a bunch of crimsite and then, well, netherrack and just still mangrove planks. So pretty similar, but just a little bit of different red tones. Starting us off with the exact same thing with a bunch of netherrack towards the bottom. After the cut crimsite, I want to start bringing in our regular crimsite, and this has a chance, yeah, to be a very dark texture. So I'm gonna have to come back in here later and replace these with crimsite tiles. Right here, let's bring in our first diagonal window, just some full blocks, and then sea lanterns by this. I feel like you can see now why I needed so many sea lanterns. Taking a step back from this as well, and here we have our second palette. Very similar to the first one, just a little darker and a few different textures. To get to our fourth palette, however, we need to extend up another red wall. For our final wall palette then, for this first level of buildings, we're gonna use tough, coral, gravel, stone, and andesite. Ooh, and light gray wool. The same kind of idea just follows with these. We're using our tough as our darkest block. We're then above this coming in with our dead horn coral. After this, we chase with some gravel before andesite. Well, it technically stone, but this is the corner, so we're bringing in a little bit of extra andesite here. And if we are just hopping into the plane here real quick, this is starting to look actually really good. So it's time for me to just continue with this block palette around the entire base. To make it a bit easier on my inventory, I decided to do one block palette at a time, starting us off with the one I will use the most, then following this up with the crimsite palette, before finally finishing the first set of walls with tough, leading all the way to light gray wool. And flying around this with my plane now, I think we are starting to get an idea for the pure size of this base. And well, it's gonna go about... it's gonna go far up. And since I decided to use a bunch of copycats for my roof, I want to use the schematic cannon to get that in. So just threw in the materials I needed, and it looks like I just missed a few blocks. But that's fine as well. This should hopefully make quick work of this. Skip missing blocks and projectile entities. Yep, okay. How fast? Ooh. Well, it very much looks like a jigsaw puzzle at the moment. Maybe because it kind of is. Hold on, let me show you. So I've actually built this entire starter base in a creative world before. Now that I'm building it in the world, I'm using a mod called Ligmatica, which allows me to create a blueprint that I can then follow in the survival world. I do this for a lot of my builds as I feel like I build better in creative, as I don't have to think about which materials I'm using, as I'd much rather use a block I like and then have to gather it in the world later. Take the sea lanterns from earlier as an example. I probably wouldn't have used those had I not built it in creative first. And just like that, we have a second layer to the starter base and even bigger holes, but that's fine. Oh, low on fuel. And this is actually the final layer with this palette, as now we're gonna get into the more detaily part. Or well, at least we will soon, as we need to get the roofs on these built up, and for that using our trusty schematic cannon. Throwing our resources back into our boxes down here, and we're done with the second layer's roof. And you can't really see it now because the building is getting really tall, which is where I'm running into an issue. I don't have an elytra, I don't have any rockets, so it's very hard for me to go back and forth. And well, currently, you know, the inside looks like this because I've used dirt everywhere. So I actually want to change that, and I want to make a quadrocopter. So we need bamboo, so I thought that we might as well make some scaffolding, so I've got to fly up all the way north to the jungle. Wait. I live next to a jungle. Oh, guys, slow down. Grab a bit of bamboo. And I guess if I do want saplings, I kind of need a fair bit of this. I should have enough resources, hopefully, to make all of this. I don't know. Do I have enough iron? Wait, yes. I should have iron blocks somewhere. Okay, let's make 2 more pistons. And what else do I need for engines? Found some copper on the ground. Let's craft up 2 boilers. And then I need 2 blast furnaces as well, of course. So guys, we'll blast that up. Should allow us to create 2 blast furnaces. Yep. And that can be crafted into 2 engines. Then propellers. And we have a quadrocopter. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this should also take upgrades. No, just like my plane. Oh, it has 1 upgrade slot. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna make an eco engine because then I can save on fuel. Just gotta find... Do I have any slime balls left? Doesn't look like it, so I'll just take 2 wheat. Now we should be able to craft up our eco engine. No? Oh, we need the brick, which I just dropped off over here. And now we can craft it. Right, let's throw this in our quadricopter. And then before we head off, I'm gonna just restock on fuel. This lava lake is running low. Okay, to test this thing out. Oh, this is amazing. Haha. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fantastic. Okay, I want to get some deep slate details in here. These details will just be a little ring around this big entrance, which is actually going to be my entrance into my base eventually. Slabs up at the top, and then we can just get in some steps to round it off a little bit and hop on over to the other side to build that in. Just like that. Now, okay, let me grab us some other blocks because we currently have a lot of holes in the wall. So I'm going in with some more supportive looking blocks to fill those in just to add a bit more contrast and detail to the build itself. But to finish these supporting structures off, I need to create the part of the structure that they are going to rest on. I want to create a tour shape that, at least from the outside, will look like a tube. I wanted this to also have a riveted look, so I chose some local metal blocks from Steam and Rails, and that gave this effect. And up here now, we need to start adding in, well, what's going to be sort of the final structure to this thing. Where, well, I want to create yet another circle, because this is a very circular base. This time we're actually swapping out our block palette here, and we're starting us off with some crimson planks. Then we're gonna go with this into our logs, but well, still mainly keep it crimson planks. I've started incorporating a little bit of terracotta into our block palette here as well, just as I'm continuing extending these walls up. And I'm actually not quite sure what this structure of the starter base is gonna be, but I was thinking of maybe turning it into sort of a control room for the entire base. We'll see though, as I think I've already mentioned it, but we won't be tackling the interior of this behemoth today. I've added in some windows down below, and well, I want to start working on a trim of deep slate up here, because something I really want to work with a lot in this base, and well, I want to create a city, is lights, and I want to use a lot of them, hence why all the windows down here are covered with sea lanterns. Now, to give us our lights up here, I want to use polished deep slate walls, tough, and then, well, I need a bunch of orange glass and shroom lights. First of all, I want to have polished deep slate walls out here. And then now we need a mix of glass and tough. So in these openings, I want our glass blocks. Basically, just every other is a glass block. Brought one more layer up here, and now we just need to get our shroom lights in. Ooh, not cutting it close at all. And finally, with a little cone-shaped roof in, it's time to start on this roof. No, this is not a roof. Time to start on the top tower, which is going to include, well, yet another block palette. This one very, very pink, but I think it's gonna turn out nice, or I hope so. Basically, I just want something very, very light towards the top that's really gonna contrast the rest of the build and guide your eye upwards. So hopefully this very in-your-face color can help us do that. At a point now where I just want to break the tower up, add in another one of these deep slate rings. As we are towering further and further up into the sky, we have actually reached the highest point. When you hold it, it's supposed to be easier to place things, but it's a little harder when you're just standing on it. As I need to get those out, place some redstone torches on that, get ourselves up, maybe another 2 blocks, and then our final redstone torch. And well, that means that we have reached the full height of the starter base. Just gotta, whoop. Oh, those are missing windows. I'll sort that out later. And the quadricopter is great, but the plane is a lot faster, and this is really big starter base now. While flying around the base, I noticed it was lacking a few details and structures. So first of all, extending this chimney up using a few blue tones. I also want to add in a secondary tower that sticks out from the main structure. Yet again, using the pink palette, adding in blue windows and topping it off with a tower roof that goes from deep slate to tough. And with our final few details in here, well, the starter base exterior is done. Oh well, to the point I'm getting it today. I do want to add in a few more steampunk elements in the future, but that's for the future. This is episode 1, and I don't have any more time to record this episode, because eventually I want to decorate the entire interior of this and make the ultimate create workshop. And well, like I said, add some steampunk elements to the outside, but that's gonna have to be a project in the future. I did, however, snap a very, very snazzy picture of the build at night with shaders, where I think all of these lights here on the inside really, really show off. And I had also promised I would share my base plans. And I'm actually trying to recreate Steamland from the Netflix series Disenchantment. The starter base here comes from one scene of the series, and I just really liked it as a centerpiece of the city. So in the future, we're going to be expanding out around this and hopefully create a giant steampunk city, and also turn this ocean monument down here into mass amounts of money. So if you did enjoy this video and want to see this series continue, then remember to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I've at least had a blast making it, so I'm looking forward to make a few more. So thank you so very, very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.